kind of did something bad and stupid. So I paused my game and then was going to run through and start recording on this. And I go in there and a couple of the characters don't have hair or parts of their heads. So I had to go back and fiddle with the mods and stuff. Unfortunately, doing that, since I didn't want y'all to see a bunch of headless weirdos in the video, my last save was actually freaking before I even started talking to Alistair, so I had to kind of reproduce that and go through all that. I remember pretty much all the decisions, plus I have a freaking video to recap all of that, but I did have to kind of go back and do that. On the plus side, a bunch of the shit y'all watched me sell off, I just remembered that I'm about to get another companion who can actually use some of the crap that I already have. So, I don't know. Kind of hindsight is 2020. So let's go in here and see all these people with their full glory who are no longer zombies.
Well, look what we have
But
here.
still dicks.
I think we've just been blessed.
Uh-oh. Low gains, men. This can't be good.
Didn't we spend all morning asking about an elf by this very description? And everyone said they hadn't seen one.
I wasn't here.
It seems we were lied to.
Gentlemen, surely there's no need for trouble. These are no doubt simply more poor souls seeking refuge.
They're more than that. Now stay out of our way, sister. You protect these traitors, you'll get the same as them.
Dick, she's standing there. And she has a really cool sword for a priestess. Why do you think we're traitors?
Teryn Dickweed claims the Grey Wardens betrayed the king. Or haven't you heard?
I might have.
Enough talk! Take the warden into custody. Kill the sister and anyone else that gets in your way.
Right, let's make this quick.
Kill the sister? What a dick. Alright. Alright, so Rex has a few attacks. Morgan. Happy Man. Oh, mud in your eye. Oh, no, 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 no. Who do we need to kill? Oh, let's kill the main guy.
Yes.
Come on, buddy. Keep it up.
You will learn to fear me.
Come on, dog. Get him.
Now, battle it is then. I'll try to be merciful.
All right, you've won. We surrender.
Yeah, I
Good.
just like
They've
spilled
learned
your,
their lesson
your
and
guts.
we can all stop fighting now.
We didn't betray shit. Teryn Dickweed did it all.
I was there. The Teryn pulled us out of a trap.
You left the king to die.
The wardens led the king to his death. The Teryn could do nothing.
How about you take a message to your boss?
What do you want to tell him?
I'm coming for him. We know what really happened.
I'll tell him right away. Now, thank you.
Get out.
I apologize for interfering, but I couldn't just sit by and not help.
Yeah, where do you learn to fight like that?
I wasn't born in the Chantry, you know.
And you're covered in blood.
Many of us had more colorful lives before we joined. Let me introduce myself. I am Leliana, one of the lay sisters of the Chantry here in Lothering. Oh, I was.
Was? What does that mean?
I joined the Chantry to live a life of religious contemplation. But I am no priest, not even an initiate.
So what do you do there? Free room and board? What do you want?
Those men said you're a Grey Warden. You will be battling the Darkspawn, yes? That is what Grey Wardens do.
Yep.
I know after what happened, you will need all the help you can get. That's why I'm coming along.
Oh, okay. Why?
The Maker told me to.
Can you elaborate?
I know that sounds absolutely insane,
Yes.
but it's true. I had a dream. A vision.
More crazy? I thought we were all full up.
Look at the people here. They are lost in their despair, and this darkness, this chaos, will spread. The Maker doesn't want this. What you do, what you are meant to do, is the Maker's work. Let me help.
I'm kind of an elf. We don't really believe in the Maker. We have other gods that you broke. Well, she is offering to help, so okay.
Perhaps your skull was cracked worse than Mother thought.
Probably.
Thank you. I appreciate being given this chance. I will not let you down.
Alright, now that we're all full up, we have to actually pick and choose, so we're gonna take the dog out. Oh, he's so pouty. But he got to be covered in blood, so he'll be happy. I guess Morgan's the only one who doesn't have to do laundry today. Alright, so
Indeed.
we've got a meat shield, battle mage. Leliana is technically my class, but whatever. And your socks. And she's only got one sword. She did not think this thing through. Well, I'm not going to be fighting for a little while, so I'll outfit her off screen so you don't have to watch me go through a bunch of menus.
You're gonna make more trouble?
Yes.
We've about all we can stand in Lothering now.
God, that mustache is awesome. I'm sorry.
They had it coming, and they were trouble enough themselves. So long as you don't start more, I won't get excited. Right then,
Oh.
name's Denial. Sorry I can't chat much. As you see, we've a full house.
You got any rooms?
Look around. People are sleeping on the floors and in the attic. That's how many rooms I don't have.
Okay. Who are those guys?
When Teryn Dickweed marched by, he left those fellas behind to look for grey wardens. I suppose that's you.
Whoop. Yep.
I have no qualm with you, whatever the Teryn says. My grandfather served. Your secret's safe with me.
Cool.
What can I get you then?
A beer. A tall, frosty beer. Or also rumors.
There's knights from Redcliffe wandering the countryside, looking for the place where on dress days sacred ashes are said to lie. Can you believe that? The urn
No.
holding her ashes is a myth. And yet these knights say they were sent to find it anyhow to heal our Leliana. I didn't even know he was ill. Maybe he has the blight. If so, then times are even darker for Ferelden than any of us thought. Anything else I can get you?
No, you can't get the blight. It's not like herpes that you share among friends. The blight is like a thing. It's the vessel of the STD of Ferelden.
I hear news from Dinnerham that Teryn Dickweed has been declared the new regent. It makes sense, his daughter being the queen. Anything else I can get you?
No. Get out of here.
Luck speed your way.
Okay. Oh. Barlin.
You're here about food. Take it up with that bleeding runt by the chantry. I got other gear to sell.
Okay. Food?
A whole mess of refugees come in and leave near every night. All have hungry bellies, sad tales, and mementos for barter. I sold that bleeding merchant outside about half my larder 2 weeks back, and now he's charging outrageous sums for all my food.
Oh, that dick. No, I took care of it. We're cool.
You did? Well, I don't know what to say to that. Thanks.
You're welcome. What do you have? He has a bunch of crappy things. And some paint for my dog that I will not be using. And a shiny gold ring.
You're here about food. I got other gear to sell.
Do you know of any work in Lothering?
Check the chanter's board by the chantry. There's good jobs there. No, don't suppose you know anything about poison.
Oh, this is the guy the little stuttering chick outside was talking about, who's making poison traps. I do know how to do that.
I
Go
figured
on.
if I kept asking, I'd find someone. I'd pay good coin for some simple poison. Something to slow them beasties down or make them think twice.
Ingredients?
Well, there's herbs in the North Wood. As for other stuff, look around town. Some refugees just left things behind to travel faster. I don't really know what you need, though. I might have some in stock, too.
You kind of suck. I better check the quest log for whatever he actually needs. Alright, the other priestesses are drinking. Blackstone Liaison.
As I live and breathe, you're the Grey Warden everyone's been talking about.
Yo.
I represent the Blackstone Irregulars. We're a mercenary company that fell on hard times after the war with Orlais. I'm sure you know that times are getting worse every day. With your help, the Irregulars could be of use to Ferelden once more.
Okay. What do you want?
Our leaders thought you might be willing to help. Each of our posts in Ferelden will contain letters addressed to you. Unlike most who work with us, you're getting letters straight from Raelnor and Tauran, our leaders. I hope this tells you how highly the Irregulars regard the Grey Wardens.
Yes. I'm pleased to be thought so highly of men I've never heard of.
Thank you. When you've completed a mission, just return to me or any of our members stationed at an Irregulars post. We'll make sure your efforts are rewarded. Maker's blessings light your path.
Okay. What's in here? I just got a quest to conscript people into a mercenary gang. That seems odd, but okay. And then on the flip side, I have 3 jerks who ditched, who are deserters. So I guess I have to go punch them in the balls or something. Probably kill them, but you never know.
Please, I must continue playing, else I earn no coin tonight.
Oh, I'm not gonna beat you. Just relax. Oh.
Where can we go? This is no better than what we left.
Who are you? Can you protect us?
Yes. Oh my god, I totally will. Oh, I should talk to Leliana. Once she gets a towel.
Yes?
So what do you know about this place since you live here?
Lothering? I think it started as a settlement by the river, and then grew when it became the place where 2 roads met. There are always people in Lothering, but many are just passing through.
That's not really helpful. What else?
Yes?
Let's talk.
Well, here I am.
So, visions,
I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak
hate noises.
And watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell. And the darkness drew me in.
Okay. Guess that's kind of scary. Sounds like the Blight.
I suppose I did. That was what the darkness was, no? When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rose bush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith.
Okay. I guess I can buy that. That's what made you want to help me, of all people?
In my dream, I fell. Or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the Blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the Blight devours everything?
Fair point. I probably couldn't sit by either.
That is why you're a Grey Warden. Come, there's a Blight to stop.
I can waste time with the best of them.
Yes? Well, here I am.
So, what was life like in a cloister?
Quiet. It was a life suited for contemplation.
Boring.
In the cloister, away from the fuss and the flurry of the cities, I found peace. And in that stillness, I could hear the Maker. But it was not perfect. Some of my chantry fellows were condescending. That is the nature of religious folk, I suppose.
It's surprisingly self-aware.
When I talked about my beliefs, that the Maker reveals himself in the beauty of his world, they treated me with disdain. They want to believe that he's gone, so that when he turns his gaze on them, it means they are special, chosen. He cannot possibly have love for all, the sick and the weary, the beggars and the fools.
Whoa. A little bit cynical. Impressively so. What did you say to them?
What can I say to them? What they believe is what the Chantry says, and the Chantry is infallible, yes?
Yes.
Maybe I am wrong. But it is the Maker's place to decide if I am worthy, not men, not the Chantry. But there is work to be done, and I have talked enough for now.
Huh, okay. Sort of
Yes?
super religious, outside the rules.
Well,
Believer.
here I am.
Why are you in the chantry?
What is meant by someone like me?
Let's see here. There's an option for talk about her fighting, to insult her and call her sanctimonious and preachy. I can flirt with her, and I can say you don't seem to belong. I'll do the fighting option. I'm not quite ready to be flirty.
Did you think I was always a cloistered sister?
No.
The Chantry provides succor and safe harbor to all who seek it. I chose to stay and become affirmed.
Okay. What does that mean?
We affirm our belief in the Maker, in Andraste and the Chant, but other than that, there are no vows taken.
So you just stroll up, say, I believe in the Maker, and get free room and board? Fuck yeah! What did you do before that?
I was a traveling minstrel in Orlais. Tales and songs were my life. I performed, and they rewarded me with applause and coin.
Occasionally
And
had
my
to cut a
skill in battle?
bitch.
Well, you pick up different skills when you travel, yes? Yes, of course. Let's move on. Yes?
You sound evasive.
Well, here I am.
What was it like being a traveling minstrel?
Of course I do. I love stories far too much to keep them to myself. Everyone should be able to benefit from them, I think.
Okay, this is about on par with the Keeper giving me everyone's backstory about the Darkspawn and stuff. So why don't you tell me about Darkspawn?
Chantry law says it is man's pride that created the Darkspawn. In ages past, the mages of the Tevinder Imperium ruled much of the world we know. In their pride, they thought their magics invincible and imagined that they were greater than the Maker himself. So thinking, they invaded his golden city, planning to take it for themselves and depose their own creator. But they were impure and full of sin. And it is with the sin that they tainted the golden city, corrupting it forever. The Maker cursed them and cast them from his sight. Wherever they went, they spread the taint of their sin. Any land that was touched by the taint became blighted and would suffer no life. Instead, the Darkspawn arose to torment us and remind us of her hubris.
They seem to use taint and blight interchangeably when I don't think they're the same thing. You create this rich world, I am going to argue semantics. Are you from Orlais? So why don't you tell me some of those stories?
Of course, Orlesians enjoy telling stories. I shall tell you my favorite tale of Aveline, the Knight of Orlais.
That sounds interesting.
A long time ago, a girl child was born to a farmer. He had hoped for a son, not a daughter, and so he told his wife to abandon the child in the woods. Before the cold could claim her, the baby was found by a tribe of Dalish Elves who took pity on the poor mewling thing and raised her as their own. Aveline, for that is what they called her, grew strong and quick and clever under the guidance of the elves. She learned to wield the sword as well as any man, could kill a deer with an arrow at 100 paces, and was as graceful on the back of a horse as she was on foot.
Awesome. All thanks to the Dalish Elves.
Aveline's Dalish guardians saw that she could easily best any Orlesian chevalier in battle, and wanted to show the cruel humans the child they had left to die. They bestowed upon her a fine horse and armor, and sent her to prove herself to her people in the grand tourney. Now in those days, no woman was allowed to take up arms, let alone compete in the grand tourney, but Aveline kept her helmet on and was not discovered.
Yeah. Girl power. Did she win?
Aveline won many events and gained the approval of the adoring crowd. Eventually, she came face to face with the knight Kaleva in the grand melee. Aveline had already bested him in the jousts, and Kaleva was determined not to lose a second time. Out of desperation to regain his honor, Kaleva tripped Aveline and tossed her to the ground, ripping off her helmet as he did so. Silence fell upon the arena as Aveline was revealed. Kaleva declared the previous competitions invalid. A woman had taken part, and this was not allowed.
Fuck you.
But the crowd cheered for Aveline. Kaleva was furious, for he had lost to a woman and was now being shamed. Blinded by his rage, he forced Aveline to her knees. "Know your place, woman," cried he, and slit her throat.
That's uplifting. I was hoping for a happy ending.
The son of the king, Prince Freyan, was present. He recognized Aveline's skill and bravery and began to see the injustice done to the women in his
Too
land.
little too late.
When he was made king, he rewrote the laws of Orlais so that women could also become chevalier. He honored Aveline and knighted her after her death. And to this day, any female who is knighted reveres Aveline the Brave, for she is the patron of all women chevalier.
Oh, okay. You know any Ferelden legends?
I know one, told to me by my mother a long time ago. It always chilled me to the bone. Maybe you have heard of Flemeth?
Yay! I want to hear this story for a third time. I met one in the Kokari Wilds.
Are you sure? Was she the Flemeth of legend?
Yes.
Flemeth, the devourer of men?
Yes.
Flemeth, mother of witches?
Uh-huh.
Flemeth, demon-touched, who dwells in the mists?
Absolutely. She didn't really introduce herself that way.
Ferelden mothers scare their daughters with talk of Flemeth. They say that if you're bad, Flemeth will spirit you away and bind you to her forever. They also say that Flemeth mourns her lost beauty and will steal yours through your looking glass if she catches you.
So, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. I don't think she was the beautiful one.
Flemeth's beauty was known throughout the land. She had hair like unto a moonless night, skin as pale as winter's first snow, and eyes as beautiful and perilous as the sea. When she came of age, she came to the attention of the Lord of Highever, Conabar, and he took her for his wife.
Morgan,
Conabar
interject.
soon learned that his
I don't
young
like this
bride
story.
had the gift of magic. He kept this a secret, for he feared that she would be taken from him. Flemeth stayed with Conabar for some years, and with his blessing, she practiced her art. And then one day, a young poet named Osen came to the castle. Flemeth was captivated by Osen's voice, and he by her beauty, and they fell in love.
The plot thickens.
Flemeth longed to be with her true love, and she and Osen fled from Conobar's lands, seeking refuge in the Kokari wilds with the Chasen tribes. They lived there happily for many a year, till the day Flemeth received news that Conobar was dying and longed to see her face one last time. Flemeth's heart swelled with pity for the man who once was her husband, and begged Osen to return to Conobar's side with her. But when Flemeth and Osen entered Hayeva, they were captured by Conobar's men, and Osen was slain in front of Flemeth's eyes. Flemeth was imprisoned in the highest tower of the castle, there to await Conobar's judgment on her. Distraught at the loss of her love, Flemeth plotted revenge against her husband. She summoned a fey demon, intending for it to wreak vengeance on Conobar. But a spell went awry. The demon possessed Flemeth. Turning her into an abomination, the halls of the castle ran red with blood as Flemeth slaughtered Conobar and all his men. The last of Flemeth's humanity melted away, and at dawn, she stole back to the wilds to plot and scheme for 100 years. They say she took to her side many Chasen men, and with their help, begat her daughter witches, who even now prowl the dark places of the Kokari wilds.
Too much romance, not enough human killing. I am out. But Leliana approved, so that's important. Next up, I've got to go to another part of the town. The end.